Aquariuses, what is going on with you this year? We're talking almost the last 3 months. So October, November, somewhat into December. I feel like it's going to be, and just even leading up to that, so some in September as well. You may start off almost like a sheep. And it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't ask, or I don't want to rock the boat. And then it's like the universe is like, go, like say it, go after what you need. And so you may feel a universal push to speak on your behalf, to take what is rightfully yours, to go get it. And for some of you, you may also feel that you're not only doing this in like work and career or with like residency or, your investments. You may also feel like you're doing this in a relationship. So if there are, even let's say it's a romantic partnership that's, where like somebody's kind of in between, or they're not showing their full level of commitment. They're still tied up with somebody else. You're going to want to watch out for any kind of cheating this year. But I also feel that if people aren't coming to you and you are dating or you're in a relationship that's already established and they're not giving you enough in that relationship, you might be like, well, time's up. Okay. You've had your opportunity. I'm going on to either find someone else, or this could be a great time for you to become more independent in having that single mentality that I am not a half. I'm not looking for my other half. I am a whole. I was also feeling that in the beginning of the year, primarily, the end of January, going into February, there could be some tug of war or battle with your finances. And I think it's going to be really important to breathe and to just sort of sit it out, dot your I's, cross your T's, do what you can, but no one to say, let go, let God, no one to say the serenity prayer, stay in your lane, do not stress yourself out over things you have no control over. So this is an opportunity for you spiritually to develop and to sort of mature in your ability to say, okay, this is where my responsibility lies. I can do this, but this is when it's out of my hands and it's in the universe. The universe is job to support me, and I'm going to have more faith, and I'm going to go with the flow on that. Christina, what are you getting for them?
Wow, that was really good. So this is the biggest year of all for Aquarius because this is really them becoming a brand new person. Hard work will equal blessings. So if you have not worked hard in the past, it is time. The bell has rung, it is time. And Saturn is in your first house, which is the body and how other people see you. So you have to do some hard work on that. You have to realign yourself. And Uranus is in your fourth house. So this has to do with home and family. So there is a redefining of yourself within the family somehow. And there's some kind of shift or there's some kind of adjustment that needs to be made there. Big shakeups, home, family. And Saturn is asking you to become more responsible and have a more responsible identity. It feels very restrictive at first, and Aquarius doesn't like to be restricted. So they're not going to be very happy with that. But it does come with rewards. There's rewards promised if you are moral, if you do the work. There are rewards definitely down the road. There are blessings. Mercury is going to retrograde for you in your first house. So you're rethinking you. You're rethinking how you, the self and the identity. Mercury is going to retrograde in the fifth. So you are rethinking romantic partnerships, considering what you value in a romantic partnership, but also in your relationships with children, how you communicate with children, how you communicate with how you communicate yourself with it in the first, because that first Mercury retrograde is going to affect you the most. And then the second one in Gemini will be your fifth house, which is love and children. So how you connect with love, with romance and children. And then the ninth house, it will have to do with law, education, philosophy, and faith. So how you communicate in that regard. And you're rethinking your ideals. And I'm assuming for a lot of Aquarians, your ideals are going to change dramatically. The eclipse axis for Aquarius has to do with, again, the 11th and the 5th. So we're talking about romance, friends, groups, hopes, wishes, and dreams. So there's a lot of shifting going on there. Perhaps new friendships, new groups, new hopes, wishes, and dreams. Some coming to, when we have eclipses, there's things that come to an end, and then there's new beginnings. So that is what that's going to be all about for all year for you guys. And if you are looking to find love, March and April are high times for love action. Money gets better in 2022 for Aquarius. So, just, kind of work on leveling up, and, the blessings will come. That one eclipse that we do have in Taurus for you is in the home, though, and that is significant for you guys. So November is an important time for shakeups with the home. And that's all I have for Aquarius.
That's busy.
I would love to hear, if Aquarians are feeling this yet.
I don't know how they couldn't be, because I was some of the stuff you mentioned I saw starting last month.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's oh boy, here we go. But a lot of that karmic stuff, look, if you haven't been putting in, now or never.